Thank you for the opportunity to be here. I've come from America. Was not very proud to see all the statistics up here during the earlier quiz show. Ours is a land of great problems with addictions and the opioid crisis and so many things. We are not example, but we also suffer from the same problems. So the theme for this conference today, there's two themes as I understand it: goodness and joy, and then addiction. And as we know, addiction is actually the enemy of joy. When we think about such important topics as these, joy, goodness, addiction, it often helps that we look to the great wisdom traditions of the world, because we're certainly not the first people or the first time or the first civilizations to look for joy or to struggle with the problems of addiction. In the Bhagavad Gita, that great wisdom treatise states in the 9th chapter, Raja Vidya Raja Guyam. This knowledge, Krishna says, is the king of education, the most secret of all secrets. It is the purest knowledge, and because it gives direct perception of the self by realization, it is the perfection of religion. It is everlasting, and it is joyfully performed. So joy, the Bhagavad Gita explains, comes from knowledge, comes from wisdom. What is that knowledge? Knowing that we're spiritual beings. And whatever type of addictive behavior we experience in this world, it actually can't satisfy us. Like a fish out of water. A fish is a creature of the water. It needs to be in the water, or it can never be happy. So similarly, we're spiritual beings. And therefore, the addictive pleasures of this world seem to offer some satisfaction, but as the professor was explaining, they don't lead to satisfaction. So joy comes from understanding our spiritual identity and from realizing and awakening that through the processes of spiritual practice, as Krishna says, religion, yoga. So I have a very simple message. I would encourage all of you that you're young, you're energetic, you're smart. The lights are very bright up here, but from what I saw on the way in, you're also all very good looking. Is that true? Any good looking young people out there? I think so. So young, energetic, and good looking, you have your full adult lives ahead of you, and this is a very, very important time in history. You're aware of the problems that we face in terms of the global economic crisis, so much strife between nations and cultures. It's your time, and it's important time. So please avoid this addictive idea, and perhaps it's the most addictive idea that plagues human society, that any amount of material experience in and of itself, devoid of a spiritual component, can actually bring satisfaction. It's simply not possible. So I ask you, use your skills, use your lives to promote progress for yourselves, for your families, for your country. Seek your economic goals, seek your high-tech goals, seek your environmental goals, your literary goals, as you like. Pursue those things. You're young, follow them with a passion. But please, also don't forget that long-lasting joy and real knowledge requires a spiritual component. It requires a spiritual component. And if you balance those things, your pursuits for greatness in this world, and at the same time, spiritual progress, you'll be filled with knowledge. You'll be filled with joy and goodness, and you will avoid the addictive behaviors that are being talked about today. Not only will you be joyful, you'll be doing the best possible service you can to yourself, to the nation, and to the world. So thank you for being here today. I honor all of you. I'm deeply grateful for being here to be with you to talk about this important topic. Thank you. Hare Krishna.